Hey everyone, it's me, Andrea Panzica, aka Miss Andrea. I'm a teaching artist with KidSmart, and I'm back with another Art Apart video. Today we are going to write an ode. An ode is a type of poem where you sort of celebrate or are grateful for something that you really like, and you write a poem to it. Today you'll need a sheet of paper and a pencil. Our first step is to pick a subject that you really like. It could really be anything. Maybe a family member or your best friend. It could be your favorite food, your favorite video game or story. It could be an animal or a plant or a baseball. Anything that when you think of it, makes you happy. So, once you've picked the subject of your ode, you are going to write a 4-line poem about that subject. I'm going to take you through the different lines one by one. For my ode today, I'm going to write about a lizard. I really like lizards for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'll find out by writing this poem. Our first line, we are going to describe our object, what it looks like. You could write about the texture of it, what it feels like, what color is it, how big or small is it. All of these things are ways you can describe your object. So when I think of a lizard, I think of how their skin is kind of scaly. It looks like it's made up of little segments. But when I imagine touching a lizard, I think it would be really soft. Those are some of my ideas. Right now I'm just kind of jotting down ideas, and then I'll turn those into a poem. Our second line, we're also going to describe, but this time, what does your object do? What sort of action does it take? Or maybe it just kind of lays there. I don't really know. Think about the action or inaction of your object. So when I think of a lizard, I think about how they like to be really still and lay in the sun. But other times, they run really fast, sometimes in kind of jerky movements, and they hide. Maybe they just kind of move their head. Our third line is to share a fact about our object. If you don't know any facts about your object, this is a good time to do some research. Research is when you look something up, or maybe ask someone if you have any questions. I noticed that lizards sometimes do kind of push-ups, and then their neck they flash this red thing. I thought that was kind of interesting. And I found out that that thing on their neck is called a dewlap. So that's definitely going in my poem. Finally, a wild card. That means your last line can be whatever you want it to be, as long as it's about your subject. It could be a story, a quote, or an imagined dialogue between you and the object. What kind of conversation would you have? So one time I looked at what I thought was a leaf on the ground. And then I looked a little closer, and that leaf had eyeballs. It wasn't a leaf, it was a lizard. So I'm going to put that in my poem. And now that I think about it, just the other day, I thought I saw a little baby lizard, but I looked closer. It was a leaf. That's kind of funny how that happens, huh? Now that I've jotted down some ideas, I'm ready to write my poem. Let's take a listen to see how it turned out. Oh, one thing I forgot to say. This is kind of important. I'm not going to say the lizard has scaly skin. I want want to address the lizard directly. So just like I would say thank you, I'm going to say you to the lizard. Let's take a listen. Ode to the lizards. Your scaly skin feels soft, I bet. You sunbathe, but run away when I come near. The red flap under your neck you flash to attract a mate is called a dewlap. Once I thought you were a leaf at first. Another time, I thought a leaf was you. The end. Thank you, thank you. That is my ode to a lizard. Once you've written one ode, you could write, well, infinity odes. It's kind of fun to walk around and think, what do I like? What delights me? Especially in times like these where, the world's kind of uncertain. I hope you had a lot of fun today. I know I did. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I don't really understand why you're writing a note about lizards when I'm right here.